So someone comes to help you, and you start your day, and the stewardess walks through, the flight attendants, and they give you that smile, they give you that feeling of assurance. That starts your destiny, starts your journey. You are the ambassadors for New York City to help our economic recovery. We have a tourism industry that we put $72 billion come from. 400,000 people are employed in that industry. If we get it wrong, if someone fails to have a good interaction with you at a JetBlue counter or on a plane, then people don't want to come back to our city. This is not merely a moment of being employed. This is a moment of finally getting our economy back into flight so we can turn around our city and show the country how resilient we are. So we need you. We need you. As you go through this period of being interviewed, think about what you are about to embrace. That young person that never traveled before, his first experience on the plane, a little apprehension, a little butterflies in his stomach. That mother or father that sends their loved one off to school for the first time. The people who are going on their honeymoon, or individuals who are going to visit a sick loved one, as my brother just took a plane flight to see his daughter. You have such a significant role in the recovery of New York City. And no matter what anyone states, there's only two types of people on this planet: those who live in New York and those who wish they could. Thank you, JetBlue, for these 5,000 new jobs, for your expansion, for your investment, for your belief in the greatest city on the planet. Let's continue to aspire. No one knows that better than a person that visits so many countries than our chairman of foreign affairs, my good friend, Congressman Gregory Meeks. Congressman Meeks.
Good morning, everybody. No, I know you're more excited than that. Good morning. All right. I wish you could stand where I am now and see you. You look beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause. So let me first thank the mayor. This mayor said that when he came here, he's going to change things and make sure that opportunities abide, and people like you have an opportunity today because of the program and working in partnership with JetBlue to make sure that you can feed yourselves and your families and have a career. So this is not just a job. This is a career that you're on the part to take. And to Robert Hayes and the JetBlue family, for me this is really personal. I can recall, and I've been in Congress for a long time now, but 2 years being in Congress, 22 years ago, there was an idea to have a new hometown airline. And they were going back and forth on the name. And the name was decided to be JetBlue. And as indicated, we cut the ribbon for 2 planes to go to Buffalo in upstate New York because there was no interconnection. Fact of the matter is, I always say that JFK, Rick Cotton, is the gateway to America. But once you get here, you have to get to other places too. And JetBlue said that they were going to come in and make sure that as people came into America, they would get to other places. And look at where they are now. But most importantly, what JetBlue promised to me, that they would make sure they're hiring people from Queens, and they would be diverse. And one of the first things that they did, they hired a woman from this area. Her name is Asia Gibbs, who's sitting right here. She's still there. And what Asia is in charge of is corporate responsibility and diversity and inclusion. Look at you. You look like this city. That's what makes this city the greatest city in the world, is its diversity. And when you go on JetBlue, and I was on one yesterday, I flew from JetBlue from Charleston, South Carolina here, you will see that diversity throughout this company. That's social responsibility. Why do I say that to you? Because I want you to know the kind of company that you're interviewing with. They're one kind of corporate company that you want to work for. I have yet, in 22 years, traveling on JetBlue, to see an employee that did not greet me warmly, have a smile on their face, and say that thank you, help make my day when I get on the flight. Not once. That's what JetBlue stands for. That's what they are. That's the kind of organization that you want to be a part of. So I say to you, when you go through your interview process, make sure you get that smile on your face. Make sure you let them know to see the inner you, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for real people who like people. This is not the job if you don't like people. If you like people warmly, if you want to take somebody that might have had a bad day because of a long line getting into the airport, and they're going to come back and feel good because you helped them, this is the job for you. If you want an employer that's going to be fair to you, this is the job for you. So I say to you, there's only one time to give a first impression, and this is your time. And I believe deeply, as I look at this audience, that you are going to make us all proud as employees of this airline and representatives of this great city of New York. This is the moment, this is the time, this is the way opportunities for you to take advantage of it, because you can make your tomorrow better than your today or yesterday with JetBlue. Thank you. God bless you.
I'd now like to introduce Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer.
Good morning, everyone. I am so thrilled to be here. Being in this room, you can really sense an incredible level of energy, of excitement, and of opportunity. It's already been said, but I want each and every one of you to know, and in particular those who are standing in the back, that you are here not just for yourselves and for your families, but make no mistake, you are here for New York City. And that you have shown up today, that you will start the next amazing chapter of your career, is only good and beautiful for our great city. Because our greatest strength as New York City is our diversity. And that is clear from just seeing each and every one of your faces in this room. I want to thank the entire JetBlue team for their partnership, for their leadership. We have been in partnership with them for many, many years and decades to help them grow their corporate headquarters right here in Queens. And we know that the step that they are taking today in partnership with so many is not just a testament to their commitment and their willingness to doubling down on New York, but it also means that this city continues to be open for business. This is a direct result of what can happen when the public sector, when the private sector, and so many other partners really come together to think about what it means to creatively and collaboratively work together to keep our city moving. In addition to the job fair today and the more than 5,000 jobs that are going to be added to our city's payrolls, the travel incentive that JetBlue is announcing today will encourage more visitors to come experience the amazing attractions in all 5 boroughs. Now, at the height of the pandemic, New York City's flow of tourists fell to just about 20 million. Now that is down from a high of about 70 million in 2019. So that is why reinvigorating our tourism industry is such a central component of the mayor's blueprint for an equitable economic recovery. But we know that as we grow and nurture all of the city sectors, including tourism, that we have to do that in a way that creates meaningful job opportunities for New Yorkers. And that is what today's event is all about. So I'm looking forward to working with everyone here today, our business partners, our community leaders, to continue to bring back our economy to full strength. And I hope, and the mayor has called on so many of our business leaders in the city, that they take a page from JetBlue's book, because it is very clear that what they are doing here today is about adding jobs, it's about reinvesting in New York, and it's about recommitting to the city that we all love. Thanks to everyone.
Now we'd like to bring up New York City Council Speaker Adrienne Adams.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, prospective JetBlue new family. And I have to tell you, there is no better way to start off your week by being right here with JetBlue and my colleagues in government at JFK Airport in Southeast Queens. I represent District 28, which I call the Great 28. I know some of you are my constituents out there. Hello to the Great 28. And I am delighted to be here today with Mayor Adams, Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer, Congressman Gregory Meeks, our Queensborough President Donovan Richards, Council Majority Whip Sylvina Brooks Powers, and I acknowledge all of our leadership at JetBlue for making this day possible, particularly Robin Hayes and Joanna Garrity of JetBlue, Rick Cotton from the Port Authority. It is fantastic to be here with you all this morning. So you all know that we are at a critical moment right now for our city. As we continue our recovery from the devastating impacts of the pandemic, we need our city's economy to come roaring back to life. We need to develop our workforce with a focus on equity, and we need to ensure that people from all corners of our city, especially underserved communities, have opportunities that you deserve. That's why I was elated when JetBlue decided to make Southeast Queens their home right here at JFK Airport. And I'm even more thrilled to be here today for this announcement that JetBlue is adding 5,000 jobs in New York City, and the city will be partnering. Yes! Our city will be partnering to support workforce development for all of these great positions. Employers like JetBlue are critical, particularly at this moment in time when we know that good-paying jobs and careers are needed, particularly for our airline industry, one of the most exciting industries in the world. It is a special economic driver in Southeast Queens. And I know this personally because guess what? After I graduated from college, I didn't become a college professor that I thought I would be. I became a flight attendant. And I still brag that I believe that as old as I am, I can still evacuate a 737 aircraft in about 90 seconds and save your life. So whenever I fly, I will gladly be that one that will take that emergency exit and protect you. I will pull that plug and do my duty as a former flight attendant, and I will save you. And I hope that a lot of you will be in the position, as was said, to make somebody's day even happier by seeing your smiling face as you greet them to join you on an excursion on the greatest airline in the world. I hope today's hiring event proves faithful and fruitful for all of our participants, all of you who are here today. And these additional jobs will support hundreds of New Yorkers and their families. I thank you, JetBlue. I thank you, JetBlue family. And of course, Mayor Adams and your team, my colleagues in government, and the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey for the productive partnership to advance opportunity for our city residents. We have to work together to ensure that New York City comes back strong. I'm confident that we will continue to effectively do just that on behalf of our beloved New York. So, prospective employees in JetBlue family, I want you to soar. I want you to soar in this endeavor today, and I want you to reach higher heights as you look towards being a member of the JetBlue family. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to introduce Queensborough President Donovan Richards.
Well, good morning. How many of y'all ready to take flight? That's what I'm talking about. Queens is open for business. And I know Kathy Wallace is excited about that. But it's really a great morning to be here, to see each and every one of you in this audience. You know, there's often this notion that folks in our communities are simply looking for handouts, and that's the way we're portrayed. But no one here is looking for a handout. You are here because you're looking for a hand up. So congratulations on being here and starting your morning off. We all know, as Congressman Meeks said, that JFK is the gateway to the world. It's a big part of our economy here, bringing in billions of dollars of revenue. We know that the communities, black and brown communities that surround the outskirts of this airport are often the ones most impacted by air pollution, flight traffic. And this is one of the reasons we're here. And I want to thank JetBlue for recognizing the importance of ensuring that the most impacted communities are the ones who are prioritized for job opportunities right here in Southeast Queens. Is anybody from Southeast Queens in the house? Anybody from Queens in the house? We love the other boroughs too. But let me just say, this is a place of promise, a place of opportunity. As my father taught me coming up, in whatever job you do your best. I don't care if you're the sweeper, the burger flipper, the flight attendant, whoever you are, when you wake up in the morning, you be proud. You hold your head high, and you push because your community and your family needs you. This is why today is really great. I want to thank Mayor Eric Adams, who understands the importance of upward mobility. It's not just about simply saying, well, reduce crime. It's about ensuring that our communities have the tools to reduce crimes, and that starts with job opportunities like today, job opportunities being provided by JetBlue. I, of course, have to thank all of my colleagues, which you see here, Congressman Meeks, Speaker Adams, Councilmember Savina Brooks-Powell. We all grew up in this neighborhood. While I was not a flight attendant, I did get a degree in aviation management, Mr. Mayor. So I guess if this thing don't work out in 4 years, I'll be right here with JetBlue as well. But let me just say, I'm so grateful for JetBlue staying grounded in New York City, in Queens County, and of course I would not be doing my job if I didn't say Florida, take that. But seriously, thank you, JetBlue, not only for keeping your airline here, but being committed. Coming out of this pandemic, we've talked a lot about ensuring that we're not just simply building back, but that we're building back better. And today, these jobs, connecting you with good paying jobs, meaningful jobs, will ensure that our city runs, but also ensure that you can put some food on your table. Once again, the people who live around this airport are the ones who deal with the impacts. And today is a great step to making sure that we receive a semblance of reparations on that. So I'm going to continue to work alongside JetBlue. We look forward to Terminal 5 breaking ground on that, Rick Cotton. And as you know, JFK is in New York City's front door. Families all over the world land here every single day to start new lives in our city. But we can't forget that it's Queens they're flying into, not Manhattan, Brooklyn, or anywhere else. That's why it's important Queens is well represented and well taken care of when it comes to the airport. JFK can't thrive without a strong Queens, and there is no strong Queens without a thriving JFK. I know we'll be back here sooner rather than later, but I wish you all good luck and Godspeed on your new opportunities. Congratulations in advance.
Now we'd like to introduce New York City Council member Selvina Brooks Powers.
Good morning, everyone. It's such an honor to be here and join my partners in government as well as the JetBlue family as we kick off this amazing employment opportunity fair today. Walking in this morning, seeing all of the faces here, everyone was pleasant, I will say. So that's you all checked the first box. That was a prerequisite that we heard earlier. But it was amazing to see not just that people were here to drop off a resume, but the fact that JetBlue is investing in our community in a way that they're running you through the process today to expedite filling all of these vacancies they now have. Now, when the pandemic first took place, I at the time was working for the Port Authority, JFK redevelopment program. And I remember travel taking a major hit. The aviation industry was hit extremely hard. There were days that the flights were down 98%. And to sit with the JetBlue staff last week and hear that the aviation industry is back. And they're not just back, but they're back stronger to the point that they have 5,000 positions open right now. Not even enough people in this room right now to fill all of those positions. So I'm excited of what the future holds. This is a strong signal to the world because we know New York is the capital of the world, that New York is in fact back. And I am so honored to represent the 31st Council District, which JFK Airport rests in, and to work to ensure that not only today, but the days beyond this, we partner with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey as the redevelopment continues underway, and we add on to these 4,000 jobs to see much more jobs, and not just minimum wage paying jobs only. These jobs are jobs that go into the six figures. They have corporate opportunities available. There's also opportunity to move up in this company where you're able to not just start in one place and stay there, but you're able to really soar, right? And so I wish all of you much success in your new roles, because I'm claiming it for you, in your new roles in the JFK family. Thank you so much.
Now we'd like to bring up the Port Authority Executive Director, Rick Cotton.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. For some of you, we may be wondering why someone from something called the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey is here. I'm here because the Port Authority operates the three major airports in the New York, New Jersey region, and specifically JFK. And really, my role here today is to say thank you, because our operation of the airports depends upon our private and public sponsors. Before I turn to those thank yous, I do want to say that Governor Kathy Hochul, who is hard at work on the New York State budget, which must be done in the next 3 to 4 days, sends her greetings and is an enormous supporter of the airport projects. So first of all, it's a pleasure to be here with Robin Hayes and Joanna Garrity of JetBlue. JetBlue is an enormously important partner and plays just an extraordinarily important role within the airline industry in New York. To Mayor Adams, to Speaker Adams, Deputy Mayor Torres Springer, Chairman Meeks, and Borough President Donovan, who I'll have a little more to say about in a minute, and to Councilwoman Brooks Powers. We are committed to supporting JetBlue in its operations, all of our airline partners in its operations, but we're also committed to keeping the airports healthy and turning them into 21st century facilities. So you've heard the mention, you're here to interview JetBlue for its operational jobs, enormously positive, but we are committed to rebuilding JFK Airport. We are committed to supporting the Terminal 6 terminal that JetBlue and its partners, JMP Partners, will build. It's a $3.9 billion project. Our goal is to work with that project, to work with Terminal 1, to ensure that there are both business opportunities and work opportunities for thousands of others. We'd like to say to Mayor Adams, who joined us to celebrate the completion of LaGuardia Airport's Terminal B 2 months ago, Mr. Mayor, we appreciate your attendance here today and your support for the Port Authority's JFK transformation projects and for our minority and women-owned business employee and community benefit plans to assure new jobs for Queens and for New York City. To Representative Greg Meeks and Borough President Donovan Richards, thank you for your support of the Port Authority's airport transformation projects and for your work as co-chairs of the JFK Redevelopment Community Advisory Council. And thank you to our partners in the extraordinarily ambitious Terminal 6 project led by JetBlue, Vantage, AIII, and RXR, all of whose commitment to New York is a keystone of our overall $15 billion redevelopment plan at JFK. And particularly, thank you to Robin Hayes and Joanna Garrity for their leadership connected to that terminal. Finally, I want to just stress that the Port Authority's commitment to 30% participation in terms of business opportunities by minority and women-owned businesses, and particularly to Queens-based businesses, will help ensure that these benefits are distributed equitably and locally. And I can't resist but to point out that these are not just words. The Port Authority just received 2 national awards related to its diversity and inclusion projects and its MWBE projects. And we do believe in action. At LaGuardia, we distributed $2 billion with a B of contracts to minority and women-owned businesses, and we will do at least as well at JFK, working with and under the watchful eye of Chairman Meeks and Borough President Richards. And that's really why I'm so pleased to be here at JetBlue's Jobs Fair. And I congratulate Robin Hayes, Joanna Garrity, and their colleagues for not only running such a program, but one with such an attraction that it draws the attendance that it has today. So thank you. Thank you to our partners. Thank you to our public official supporters. And I wish each of you good luck in your interviews today.
But that was quite the New York Love Fest. I think all we need to do is tee up the Alicia Keys song and we'll all be in a great spot for the rest of the day. Thank you to everyone for joining us here today. I'm the last speaker, so get yourself prepared for your interview. A tip, know the 5 values. You're going to be asked about the 5 values. Sorry, Robin King, but a little interview tip to get you guys going. We are so grateful for all the support from so many of our partners, many of whom have played a key role in helping JetBlue throughout our 22-year history. We've had the pleasure of working with Congressman Meeks and Executive Director Rick Cotton for many years, and we consider them to be very close friends of JetBlue. We are excited about building a close relationship with the mayor and his new administration, and to include him as our friend. We're eager, very eager to play a part in making sure New York is coming back stronger than ever. Together, we're going to invest in our hometown to make sure that New York continues to thrive as a top tourist and travel destination in the United States and one of the world's greatest, no, the world's greatest city. I said one of the world's greatest city. We're going to continue to grow and make sure people have the opportunity to visit and do business here, as well as investing in and creating a very strong talent pipeline. Our cultures and our values are unique. where crew members have the opportunity to grow. Get your foot in the door at JetBlue, and you can take a pathway to become an in-flight crew member, a pilot, a technical operations crew member. There are many opportunities across the company. For all the candidates today, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to meeting you and welcoming you on your journey to JetBlue. And most importantly, good luck.
We're going to take a couple questions from the media. Mayor Adams. Yes. All questions on topic, please.
Well, I think, Borough President, this is, and Congressman, these are your districts, so it's important. Speaker.
Okay, good. Oh, we're good? We got one. Oh, we got one.
Mayor, what is your understanding of the timetable for when these people will actually get on the payroll and start working?
We got the man right here.
We're interviewing today, and we'll be in training, hopefully, for the successful candidates starting over the next few weeks, and we need a lot of these jobs in place ahead of the summer. We're going to have our busiest summer ever in New York, so the answer to that is immediately.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Please hang out just a little bit. We're going to have a new hire presentation, as I mentioned to you before. Stay put. Claudia.